Welcome to the final film breakdown of the year. We're your film breaker downers. I've been looking for a term there. That's the one. Breaker downers, Cohn and Jack Hammer, Sports Illustrated, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. A lot of fans probably don't want to watch this. I don't know if we're going to get the views that we normally do. This was painful. This is a lot like the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. I remember what it was like to be a fan. I wouldn't be watching this right now. I'd be grieving. But if you are into that kind of thing, we're here for you. We're going to do offense today, and we're going to do defense later in the week because we need to examine them too. They collapsed as well. Jack, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. It's nice that I emotionally divested myself of this team decades ago, so I wasn't affected by that one. That must have been hard. I know you're straddling the fence between journalist and fan, and I don't know if that pushed you in one direction or the other, but wow, I can only imagine how that felt in person to see that.
Yeah, it was. There's an echo. Do you have an echo on your side?
I don't have an echo on my side. I don't hear one.
All right, but it was an interesting game. I had an interesting perspective to watch the game from down there. Yeah. We can get into that later on. But it was a game that the 49ers let slip out of their hands completely.
Period. 10-point lead, fourth quarter. We're going to get to it. Let's dive right in.
Yeah.
All right. Here we are. It's only 360p this week. Usually it's 720, but for whatever reason, it's still like processing. So sorry. Let's just embrace the low-finess of it. All right, let's go.
Yeah, they're gonna come out here try to run and they just look at what the Rams are doing in front of them. They're just loading the box up and Eric Weddle really plays like a linebacker throughout this game, and really in a lot of ways just destroys. Look at that. They have four down linemen, two guys standing up, and one linebacker in the middle, and Weddle's right down there too. This is really tough.
That's so interesting to me because remember how the Rams got shut down in the Super Bowl by Bill Belichick, the six-man front.
Yeah,
boom.
Yeah. Very similar.
Funny. Yeah, okay. So, boom, they present what was presented to them in the Super Bowl and do a good job. Hard to run against that.
Yeah, it really was. The 49ers, even when they had things blocked up, what it really did is it just took away any explosive running plays from them.
Yes. Good point. So they try. What are they doing here? Just, that looks like power.
Yeah, it's their power kind of counter play that they run, and just too many guys there. Watch, you're gonna have the pull.
The counter play. He takes that counter step. Good call.
Yep, they all block down, pulling out, and
20's there, 51's there. Yeah,
there's four guys there with two guys to block. It's just not. There's just nowhere to go.
And real quick, not to belabor this play, but a lot of times what Kyle does in this situation, did it in Green Bay, is if you sell out like that, he'll just spread out, go empty backfield, and get Kittle one-on-one against Von Miller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and you didn't see that in this game very much.
No, you didn't. It was an interesting game. I was surprised by their. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at creativity. Yeah, lack of creativity, lack of trying to get the ball in the air on first down. I mean, they did it a little bit here and there, but it
conservative to the max, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the way that I kind of felt.
It's like they've been listening to our game preview, like, got to take the game out of Jimmy's hands. They're like, okay, I will. Well,
yeah, it's funny because, I was been watching this back. We talked about this last week against Green Bay, how the Packers were just uninfluenced by motion. And the Rams were very much the same way this week. They are not paying any attention to motion from the 49ers.
Check out this box here. Like, look at all those guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, and you see Eric Weddle sitting right there in the hole between Von Miller and the again.
Yep. Jeez. I mean, look where 22 starts this play. I mean, he's a safety. Is he a linebacker? What is that? That's a safety? Wow.
Yeah.
See, there's nowhere for Deebo to go.
They just have too many guys up there, and then everything's flowing across. They're doing a good job of sticking. And one of the guys to really pay attention to that I don't think gets enough credit for the play that he had in this game is 91 for the Rams. He was really good in this game. Gaines. He did a very good job of holding down the center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was really important against the Niners. I mean, Kenny Clark showed that as well.
Yes. Yeah, that's really kind of the thing here is that he played about as well as Kenny Clark did in that. And then here we go. This is the third down play, and this should be a touchdown. This is just
yeah.
It's drawn up. It's just drawn up perfectly. And even where he places the ball, if it's caught right here, he's leading him into a tackle. That ball needs to be more to the left. Um, he's more to the left of the linebacker. He's got plenty of room there. See how Weddle's not even paying attention. He's down here looking at 15. He's got all this room to work the ball over to the left side and just let Kittle run to it. And instead, he just airmails it.
It's funny. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, what would I say if Nick Mullins did this? You know what I would say, right?
I'm not sure what I mean. I would.
If this was the first throw of the game for Mullins, I'd make every excuse. That's a tough.
I see what you're saying because of the difficulty of it.
He's not in rhythm. This is the first throw you give him. Can't you give him a layup? That's what I would say. And I think the reason I don't make those excuses for Jimmy is he's supposed to be better, right? He's supposed to be one of the top paid players in the league. But really, I think the difference between those two is not that huge. And same thing applies here. I mean, it's a lot to ask of a quarterback like him who's injured, frankly. His first throw, I mean, he should have hit it, but
this is about as much of a layup, though. I know it's a downfield throw, but this is right down the middle, and it's not even that long. We're only talking about 25 yards. It's about as easy of a layup. This is like the warm-ups when they're doing their warm-ups and they're working on. They just have the guys running the fades down the sidelines. That's pretty much what this throw is, and he just misses it. There's just no.
He doesn't really step into it. He sees Miller coming across, and just I think Miller crossing and showing up right in his line of vision is part of the reason that he misses so bad. I'd like to think it, or otherwise he shouldn't have been playing, and his thumb is messed up. Either way.
No, I agree with you. I think that's a little bit of it. He's got Miller plus Donald's kind of coming up underneath him too, and he's just not following through all the way. You can kind of see him kind of short arm it, which is why the ball sails on him. But it's not good. That should be a touch. That should be a touchdown. That goes back to I know it's a long time ago, but the 92 NFC Championship game against the Cowboys. If you remember, you were really young then, but
I was.
Steve Young hits Jerry Rice for a touchdown on the first possession of the game, and it gets called back because of a penalty.
Oh,
and this is kind of the same situation. You have a touchdown here, and he just miss it.
And then you're playing against a great team. You can't give away opportunities like that. I don't know if it would have been a touchdown, but they definitely would have got tackled at the 50 at best for the Rams. And maybe if he breaks that tackle, he's gone. Yeah.
I could see George Kittle stiff arming that guy making a play.
Yeah, so that's a really bad throw. Bad start to the game for Jimmy. Okay, next drive.
Yeah, and he's going to open this
0-0.
Okay. Yeah, 0-0 because they get the interception. So this is right after the Jimmy Ward interception in the end zone, and this is just a typical.
It's a first down throw.
Yeah, they came right back. They came right off it, and it's nice, nice easy first down throw, and it's right what he likes to do over the middle. It's open.
Ayuk, absolutely. They converge on Mitchell there underneath. Boom, Ayuk's open. Great, nice. Should have been more of that.
Yeah, there should have been. There's a number of throws in this game, especially in these first three series or these first two series. There's the one in the early you talked about earlier. There's gonna be another one coming up that.
Yeah,
the points there were points there, but that's a really nice throw.
Yeah, absolutely. First and 10. Let's see what they do here. Run.
Yeah, it's going to be a run to the left with Mitchell.
Yep. Toss.
Yeah, again, just look at the box. Everybody's within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage at the snap.
Oof.
And this is a play where
forward, right? Look at that.
And if you watch this, he breaks the line of scrimmage. It's Eric Weddle coming from the backside that makes the tackle. They just have too many guys in the box.
I mean, I don't know if I were Mike McDaniel in the booth, I'd be saying to Kyle, we got to do play action. We got to do play action.
I agree because they're gonna win at the point of attack right here. Watch, boom, boom. Yeah. He's through the line, but there's nobody there to block Weddle. There's just too many people. And I agree with you. It's something that I said to the guy that was standing next to me during the game was I don't know why they're not running some play action here.
I mean, those linebackers are selling out. That's usually what Kyle's so good at taking what the defense gives him, but I think Jimmy with the interceptions and everyone talking about winning in spite of him, he really, really tried to take the game out of his hands and if you're afraid of your quarterback throwing a pick, you're going to call runs like this in the 9-man boxes, and it's not good for your team. And hopefully next year, Kyle won't have this fear of Lance throwing picks and he'll actually take what the defense gives him. Because look at this front here. That's another 6-man front.
Yeah, that's another 6-man front. This is going to be a pass.
Good. Good. I would think so.
but and they actually get decent protection, and that's a
Yeah.
good job. This was a good job by Garoppolo of
Good.
checking it down
Yeah, good decision. No one else is open.
to 25. You can see him trying to look down the middle of the field and then having to come off to the check down.
They should throw to 25 more.
They threw it to him a few times in this game. They had
I liked it.
three completions.
Less carries, more targets. I mean, 20 carries a game is too much for this guy, in my opinion. I would like 14 and 3 targets. I mean, I think I like throwing screens to him. He's quick.
Yeah, especially with I think that's what you might see next year. I have a feeling that they're going to try to bring Raheem Mostert back.
I would love that if his knee could physically hold up.
Yeah. And then this is what we see them do all the time, right? They motion into the toss, but just look at all the bodies that are there. They still they have the
Waiting
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at all those guys that are over there. Weddle's playing 10 yards off the ball. He's keyed in on the run. He's that's what his responsibility in this game really was to.
And look at these linebackers move with Werner as he's going. It's like you think they're prepared for this play?
Yeah,
they went over to practice.
We've talked about this so many times, right? Do you know that they're not going to run? Yeah. When they go in motion, they don't really run the other way, and if they do run the other way, it's usually going to be off of a toss action, with the motion, and then they're going to be cutting back, and they've got that covered with 91 and 94 and 40 on the backside, plus Weddle spine it from behind and slow playing it. See, because Weddle's running the alley, and then he's actually the guy that ends up helping make the tackle. See that?
Yes. Yep. But it's like, look at 51. Since he knows where the run is going, as soon as the motion happens, he's able to move. And now Mac, who's supposed to block him, can't.
Right. And with the way and plus with the way, again, they have all that stuff going on play side, and then they've got it covered up backside with their defensive end and the tackle that's there over, as well, and then the safety coming down. They've got all these guys flowing from behind. It's very similar to what we saw last week from Green Bay's defense with how they were able to shut the run down.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I knew it. We only have 283 people watching. This is like torture for Niner fans. I'm sorry. And I appreciate the people who are watching, because those are a different kind of fan. You guys really want to know what happened. I want to know what happened, but I'm not a fan. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, and then this is a nice little run to the left side. They do a decent job on that one, but again, there's just so many bodies there. This is one I think when we watch this, we're going to see him bounce off. It's going to be there, and he runs into the back of him right there. See that?
Yeah.
So it slows him down just a little bit. He just didn't get his cut quick enough.
We got 3rd and 6 in Rams territory.
Yeah, I think this is a miss here. I think he needs to try to throw this ball to Jennings. He's got Weddle kind of spine inside, though. If he throws that ball up over the top,
you can't throw this to Ayuk. I remember this during the game. You can't throw this one to Ayuk.
No, you can't throw to Ayuk. They've got everybody's spine, and everybody's reader's just falling right into that spot. And Weddle's kind of in position, but I tell you, I just have a feeling like if he just puts air underneath this ball to 15, it's going to get over the top of him.
I would think so. So that's possible. It's hard to know because Jimmy lets the ball go here. We don't know how the defense reacts. Either that or throw the ball away, check it down to use check on the left. I mean, there's better options than this.
Yeah, they're just sitting there. Even down here, the way that they've got, because they're playing zone down here, they're kind of giving you that underneath thing with Jalen Ramsey sitting there with his eyes on Garoppolo. We're just waiting for him to throw the flat.
Oof. And this was, I feel like, what Aikman was talking about last week in Green Bay too, like these dangerous throws to the flat, or it's not the flat, but out to the sideline. Oof.
Yeah, it's just there's just nothing. He didn't really. There's just some interesting throws early on and missed opportunities, and that's another one. I know that the throw down the middle to Jennings is going to be tight.
Yeah,
but
it's less tight than this, though. I mean, really, right?
Right, yeah, because
right.
Put the ball. If you just put the ball up high, with where 20 is playing, he's going to have to turn and run. He's not going to catch Jennings. And worst case scenario, he's going to have to interfere with him or grab him, and you get a penalty. You just don't even get the shot down the field. And that's one of the things that looking forward to next year.
Yeah, good call. Okay. Next drive, and what is the situation? Still 7-0. Okay.
Yeah, so now they scored, and this is where the 49ers are going to going to come back, and they're going to come right back down the field. The 49ers offense, it's crazy the way this game played out because they just didn't. The Rams just ran so much time off the clock. So they start off here with this little tunnel screen, and
it was like 3-1 in the first half, I think, something like that.
Yeah, well, it pretty much was until the last possession. It was 42-14 before the last possession, and then this is a nice job by the Rams of coming up and shutting it down here, the first one of the game.
Yeah, the Niners have already figured out that Deebo's not going to be able to penetrate this 6-man front. They got to get him the ball outside in the perimeter, and they're trying. And we know how this is going to end up, but that was the first attempt.
Yeah, and then so look at again. You've got the box is full, but you finally get a shot down the field, and he hits it, and it's just too bad that Ayuk isn't able to maintain his balance and stay in bounds because. This is on Ayuk at the top of the play. I mean, I understand he's getting bumped and he's kind of losing his balance, but he's got to gain himself underneath him before he runs out of bounds right there. That's a touchdown.
Yeah,
because where he catches the ball, it's not on Garoppolo that is going out of bounds. He gets tripped up a little bit by the defender, but because look at all the space he's got. It is.
He just gets tripped. He just gets tripped a little bit.
Yeah, he just gets tripped up, and he just got to try to gain himself. Take a little bit more time. I understand what he's doing, but that was again, that's another missed opportunity. That's the opportunity that Tampa Bay hit the week before. They get the long throw for the touchdown to Evans.
Yeah.
This one they just don't get it.
I mean, good play by 11. Good play by 11 to affect the play.
It is, and they're going to score, and they're going to score a touchdown here anyway. So it doesn't really matter because they on this drive. So I'm beating a dead horse. I'll stop now.
It's a nice throw. I wanted to point that out. One of the nicer throws Jimmy's made as a Niner. You don't see him make those type of throws often.
No, you don't. And and you're right. That was a really good throw. And then they get the false start here on 71.
Yeah. There was almost a delay.
Yeah.
So now you got first and 15.
Yeah, first and 15, and then they're going to run it for a couple here.
Oof. Again, look at the box. Look at all the linebackers. Just everyone on the top of the screen coming in pretty hard. The fact that they didn't hit him with play action is astounding. And I think it's something I'm expecting to see with Trey Lance next year. I don't know. Maybe it's all imaginary in my mind, but I would think they would do play action with Trey Lance. Yeah,
and we're going to see a little bit of play action, but it's not. I was expecting to see more of it.
Yarkish Darkish says, Jack is my favorite guest on the Grant Cohn channel. Never gets any love. This is for you, Jack. Oh, and you too, Grant. You're cool. Yeah, Jack is a man.
Thanks. Yeah, and then this is the touchdown right here, and this is just all Deebo right here. This is amazing.
Let's count the people he makes miss. This is a fun game to play with Deebo. Okay, catch the ball here. Let's say 1. That guy with his little arm out. 1. Is this 2-3? 2 or is that 2 or 3? 54? 54 wasn't even. That's 2.
54 doesn't get him, and he skips 4. Through there, and 5. That guy's trying to grab him the whole way. Can't get him, and then
Jesus. Yeah,
no, that was an unbelievable play.
If I had a vote for the MVP in the NFL this year, I'd vote for this man. Who else does stuff like this? It's crazy. Oh my God. Talk about balance.
Yeah, that was an amazing play.
My God. Wow. I didn't get to see Jerry Rice in his prime in the 80s, but I get to see Deebo in his prime. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. I'm not saying good. Jerry Rice. I know Jerry Rice was one of one, but this is fun too.
Yeah, and then right here they take over after the missed field goal. It's 2 minute situation, and they're going to try to get it. But again, there's nothing there. They're doing it.
And as you pointed out, the motion. They never run away from the motion. It's a really good point. Everyone starts moving with it. So how is that motion helping you? If everyone knows that it's leading you to the ball. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Once 15 starts going, watch 50. Yeah.
All you got to do is you just got to have a couple of guys that stay back and stay home, and that's what the Rams did. The Packers did a really good job of staying home last week, and the Rams did a really good job this week. And then just a crushing hit here.
Oh,
you could see it.
Did they do this again later in the game?
No.
This was the only hospital ball of the game
that I know of that I remember off the top.
Okay. because I was trying to think like, why didn't he get the ball in the fourth quarter? And I was thinking, well, he got hit right before the fourth quarter. No, it was early, right?
Yeah, well, we'll get to it, but he gets the ball early in the fourth quarter,
Okay. So
and
we're
then,
already at the end of the first half. Wow, that went fast because the freaking Rams had the ball the entire time. Right, of course.
they only ran 20 plays.
Right, of course. Okay, so we're all the way at the end of the first half, and this is right. Okay, what do you think of this from what happens?
No, the ball's just it's just a little late. The ball needs to be out of his hands quicker. He's Samuel's already cut and running before he throws it. He's got to get that ball out at the break point, and it's a little late. Watch, because the ball needs to be out right now. See how far he's traveling across the field before the ball comes out. You could see the middle of the field was wide open. So from like the view that I saw, as soon as that linebacker steps up, that ball should be coming right off the back, right off of his ear. It's just late, right now.
Right. Yeah, it's like take a quick, just balls like and throw now, and he takes an extra shuffle, and then he holds it for a second, and then he throws.
Yeah,
so it came out right away. Yeah,
yeah, it should be right now. Yeah. Ball should be coming right out to him.
Okay.
All and right, then so they pick up the flags too.
Yeah. Right, because it was just a good hit.
Yeah.
Got in the chest. All right.
And they're going to pick it up here. This is where you finally get a one-on-one matchup for Kittle, like we saw last week, and it's a nice first down.
Yeah.
And they're kind of running, both those guys are running the same routes.
Jennings was open too.
Yeah, it's just a matter of choosing which side you want to work. He decides to work to Kittle. The Kittle route's a little bit more open too.
Yeah. I'm shocked that Jimmy Garoppolo would choose the Kittle side.
Yeah.
That's his guy. Trent Sherfield on the field, not sure why, and that would come back to hurt them later. Nothing against Trent Sherfield, but you don't use him all year, and then he's on the field, not going to get the ball, not sure what his function is on the field. That would confuse me. And they pretty much blame the season on him. I don't know if you heard it today, but they're like, that second and one play, there's a missed block. Yeah, Sherfield. And that's like Kyle can always pinpoint it to one missed execution on one play that changed everything. It's remarkable.
So well, we'll get there because I have some things to say about that one too because he's right on that, but there's more to it.
Yeah, there always is. All right, here we go.
Yeah, this is a nice check. Nice job of checking it down to Hasty.
Yeah, nice job of moving in the pocket too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we still in the first half here? Yes.
Yeah, we are. We're still on that last drive right before.
Because someone on my last stream said to look at 13:28 in the third quarter, watch Ayuk. So I'm trying not to forget that. It's coming up. Okay. I don't know. They didn't say why. So I don't know. I'm assuming he's going to be open. We'll see.
Oh, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this was a nice one right here. Look at that. See, now that's more like it, right? That's kind of watch because this ball
time.
Yeah, it comes right off the ear of the linebacker. And when he caught that. Yeah, when he caught this from where I was watching the game, I thought he was going to break it free, and
Ayuk doesn't quite have the ability of Deebo to like break tackles.
He doesn't. He's not quite the sprint.
Deebo wouldn't go down there. Yeah, but Deebo's the best player in the league. I'm just saying.
Yo, you're right. Yeah. No, he's not the run after a catch.
No. Okay.
Threat.
No, absolutely not. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Watch from this angle. Time. On the money, tripped up again. Does he hand the ball to the ref though? Is he smarter than Dak Prescott?
No, he throws it to Alex Mack.
Oh, Alex Mack! No, don't give it to me. All right. Here we go.
But Max turns and hands it to him. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe that's how they do it. Maybe he hands it to Mack, and maybe that's how they're supposed to do it. I don't know. Who knows? All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Good protection. Well, for a second. Now, not good protection, but good scramble.
Yeah, everything's off on that one. Because if you look at the snap of the ball, Ayuk doesn't even move.
Oh. He's like, snap, football? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not great. Kittle blocking. Yeah, nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's just nowhere to go. And then he does a good job to pick up 4, and then they kick the field goal. It's crazy that they go into the halftime with a 10-7 lead. They run 22 less plays and have the ball for under 10 minutes in the first half, and they're going to go in with the lead. It's absolutely wild.
It's amazing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of been the story of their season. unexplainable circumstances like that.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the Deebo hospital ball. Someone over here saying that Kittle was wide open. I guess we should look. So this is third quarter here?
This is the beginning of the third quarter, yes.
Okay, so let's go back to that throw real quick. It wasn't that far back here.
It was the second down, second and 8. There you go.
Real quick, let's watch Kittle. Nah, hard to say because I think I saw that too. But Ramsey again reacts to the throw, which is already out. Like he sees it, and now he stops. Maybe he was. It was one-on-one if you like that matchup. One-on-one against Ramsey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
Deebo's open. Like he's the first. You got to go to Deebo there.
It's if you're the quarterback, I'm throwing that ball to 19, but it's just late. I'd rather throw it. It's wide open. And
okay, yeah. I just wanted to see it. People pointed it out. Fair to examine. Okay, yeah, first and 10, third quarter.
Yep. And they're going to come play action right here, and I really don't like this.
See?
Like Garoppolo.
This is your halftime adjustment. We really got to do some play action.
Yeah, and I don't like where he goes with this ball. This ball, he gets play action. He gets outside of Kittle. He's got plenty of time to stop and set his feet and throw the ball. He's got the guy down the field wide open. Not wide open, but open. And instead, he throws this thing into
Ayuk
coverage.
Oh, yeah. Deebo. Yeah, he's waiting for Deebo, and now he tries to throw that little pass as opposed to giving Jennings a chance down the field.
Yeah, I'd rather see him just set your feet, plant your feet quick, and take that shot down the field and let your receiver have a one-on-one opportunity down there. Garoppolo doesn't really have that ability, all that,
right?
You know, but
especially with his thumb injury.
Yeah, but where he's located on the field, he doesn't have to keep. I know. He's rushing himself a little bit. He's rushing himself here.
I mean, theoretically, you have that throw, but it's a tough one because you're moving in opposite directions, and you're probably going to throw behind him, and you throw behind him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. But what you're saying is look at Jennings on the bottom of the screen. I mean, you have Jennings, who's 6'3", one-on-one against that dude who looks like he's 5'2" on the field. He looks 5'2" on the field. Does he not? I don't know. He's really short on film. I don't know who that guy is. He's probably 5'9", but damn. Anyway, yeah, I'm with you on that. I'd like to think that Lance will be the kind of quarterback who takes that shot, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you'd hope to. We've seen
dream.
This play that they just ran right there is very similar to the deep shots that we saw Trey Lance hit against Houston. The only difference is instead of running the corner post, they're running a post corner with Jennings, and the ball just doesn't come out to him.
Puts his arm up too. He wanted it. Real quick, Noah says. Terrible on third down on both sides. Couldn't run the ball. Outscored 13-0 in the fourth. Officially the third season of watching you, Grant. Can't wait for the next. Thanks, Noah. Appreciate that. Yeah, next year should be even more exciting than this one. I'm excited. All right, let's keep going. The excitement is palpable. All right.
Yeah, and then they get it. This is a nice run here by Deebo. You're going to see he finally get a little bit of something going. But again, the safeties are right there, like their job that the safeties are doing with getting up into the run game and limiting them to, 6 yards here.
That's one of their better runs of the day.
It did. It felt like when you saw him pick up 6 right there, it felt like it was a big run.
Absolutely. Real quick, George says that's a throw that Trey Lance will definitely take. Jimmy G does not throw deep. That's what makes the Niners offense limited. I cannot wait for Trey. People are excited, Jack. People are excited.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
My biggest week on YouTube all year was the Houston Texans week, by far. Yeah. Not by far, but definitely. People are excited for the change.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
It's gonna be fun to watch. I hope it's not a letdown, but I don't think it will be. I don't know. It depends on each person's expectations, I guess.
I wouldn't expect to be
set up to succeed. I think.
I don't know if I would expect to be let down. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get their feet underneath them, but we've seen them play good with him on the field. There's a drop off. There was a little bit of a drop off between these two guys when it comes to their throwing at times, but
yeah,
I think
okay. So now they got something going, Jack.
It'll work. Yeah, well, this is the play that this is kind of similar to what they run later on. With Elijah Mitchell in the fourth quarter. They're going to bring 85 is going to come around. He doesn't have to get up the hole. He instead kind of blocks down
No motion too.
Mm-hmm.
No motion. 51 over pursues, runs out of the play. Brunskill takes care of him. Boom. Nice
Yeah,
run.
nice tackle by Jennings. But
Yeah.
this is that's a play. They're going to come back to it in the fourth quarter because that's a really good running play.
What, the one
For
they
them.
just got 9 yards on?
Yeah, they're going to cut this.
The
That's
second and one. It's like foreshadowing, right?
it's the same play. Yeah,
It's
the
the
same
same play. It's the same situation. And now what do they do on second and one here? Okay, they do power counter.
It's a counter.
Counter. Yes.
It's an inside counter.
Inside counter, and they get a yard, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what they do at the end of the game, and they win. They go to the Super Bowl, and everyone lives happily ever after. Wait.
Oh,
No, what happened? Oh
Yeah.
man, interesting. This is a good call though.
yeah. It would have.
would've
It's a good call and it's executed. It's
Well.
executed well.
Trent Williams in pain on the ground, cutting it out. Tough dude. Guy looks painful.
Yeah, he was definitely limited a little bit.
All right, here we go.
A lot of pressure on this one. I think they're gonna try some play action here, and they're gonna get a lot of pressure on him. Yeah,
Wow, they actually did play action.
you got
Oh.
you got to go back and watch Tom Compton. Holy
no.
moly!
Tom.
No, that's not Tom Compton. I'm sorry, that's Daniel Brunskill.
Ooh, Daniel.
Watch Daniel. Dang, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel. Okay, let's watch this.
Watch this.
Oh. I was watching from this angle.
It's worse from this angle.
Oh no! Poor Daniel. Oh no!
And he throws the ball away. Good job, right?
I want to take credit for that. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo knew you're allowed to throw the ball out of bounds until this week, and he was like, "Is Grant right about that?" Yes. Oh, I'm going to do that next week. This was a very good play by him. Beautiful.
It was. It's all it's all out of necessity because the offensive line just getting blown into his lap, and then this is the play that they're probably telling you to watch. This is a touchdown ball, and he just misses it.
Oh, okay.
He's got. Yeah. It's going to be a 12-yard completion to Elijah Mitchell, but he's got Ayuk right down the middle, and doesn't pull the trigger.
Oh no! Oh, look at Ayuk jump up and down too. He does that to Jimmy a lot. I think that's why he was in the doghouse. Stuff like this, the little hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. I was with him because I'm standing there and I'm watching this game and I see him running and the completion's over here. I wasn't even paying attention to where the ball went. I knew he caught it, but I'm like, he's wide open.
All right, now let's watch Jimmy and try to get inside Jimmy's brain. So where are you looking right now? You're looking.
He looks at the safety. He glances at the safety and then comes off of it.
He's off it already.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. And I think this is why some Niner fans are going to be like, look, man, we won a lot with you, but I'm tired of this. The instant check down, what was that?
Yeah, and it's a nice gain, and it was obvious that this was a part of their game plan to get these throws to the running back. But I mean, when you have this open, and we've had this conversation a number of times, you and I, where taking a check down here is okay. You're getting a plus, you're getting positive, you're getting a first down, but you got to, when you see something like that and you see a bigger throw, I recognize it. And then at that point in my head, I'm saying, okay, now let's see how this drive finishes out. Because if it's a touchdown and he's able to make up for this, where they score points, then you kind of say, okay, yeah. But
whatever.
then
he did it his way.
Right.
Like
right.
Sinatra, but no, it's not a touchdown.
And because I mean, if you watch that play, Eric Weddle's not even paying attention to him. The backside safety has his back turned to him and it's there. He just needs to throw it.
What gets me about this, though, is it's not a check down. It's a predetermined read. I mean, he just tries to hold the safety for a second, but he wants to go to the running back all the way. My opinion.
That's definitely what it looks like because he just kind of tries to hold. I think all he's trying to do is hold the linebackers in the middle just for a minute. I think it's really the linebackers that he's trying to hold. Yeah. I
agree. Real quick, George says, I don't understand. Kyle Shanahan was dominating the middle of the field the whole game. Why did he stop? The Rams linebackers could not stop them in the passing game.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Let's keep watching. We got another half of the film to watch. Another 15 minutes in slow motion. Okay, they run away from the motion here, but it doesn't work. A lot of people swarm him. Gets tackled by the entire defense. Nice.
Yeah, look at 93. Just pushes 25 back. Just drives them into the backfield.
Oh, wow.
Just
Laken Tomlinson. Wow.
yeah, they're just not getting any push. They went to line of scrimmage.
Yeah. This team is probably pretty exhausted. I mean, they play a ton of road games. I was tired. I didn't even go to this game.
Yeah,
I didn't make it.
right. No, they this game played out a lot like the 2013 game up in Seattle, where they're winning into the fourth quarter and then they just kind of fall apart in the end. And that's kind of what happened here.
Yeah. Yeah. It had a 2013 vibe this season. The vibes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his face was open though. Oh man, they actually took a shot on a wheel route with Deebo from the end. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't know.
Yeah, he would have been open,
but they didn't have time, right?
Yeah. No, the watch. I mean, yeah, no, there's no chance. Look at the pocket. Just
71.
look at Trent Williams.
Back,
you can tell Trent Williams was a liability in this game. It's great that he tried to go, but he just wasn't himself.
No.
I mean, look at 54.
He can't put any weight in his right foot.
No, and 54 just drives him right back.
Oof. Yikes. It's like that clip from 2 years ago when Bosa and D Ford did that to the Rams.
Yeah.
Geez, Tom Compton, dude, you got to do better than that, man.
Yeah, both tackles are just getting walked right back into him. No chance, and it's a good throwaway.
Yeah. Thank goodness he did not do like this. Don't do that. Oh my God. He held onto the ball with his messed up thumb. Nice. That's a great play, though, honestly. I was going to give Jimmy Garoppolo so much like backhanded praise if they won for throwing the ball away and not throwing a pick, but then he threw a pick. And I was like, oh, I can't do it. I was ready to do it. I thought they were going to win, Jack.
I
win.
Well, when they
fast. Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then this one right here, this is a big play right here. It's third and 10, I think it is.
91.
And yeah, 91 makes the play. It's open, and you wonder why the ball's over his head so bad, but you can see it bobbling. 91 gets his hand up and tips it.
And this is Kyle. Kyle's called this play hundreds of times since I've been watching the film.
It's wide open.
The slant out of the trips. Yep, it's wide open. It usually works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tip. That's the Chris Jones tip right there. Symmetry. Time is a flat circle. That's all. Said this time it's Mac though instead of Brown. Okay. Mm-hmm. Not Mike Person this time. All right.
Nope. Yeah, this is the play that I think this is the play that I saw earlier today where this is where they're running Deebo here to the left side and he takes us out, but watch the hole in the middle. He bounces this. This needs to be cut up inside. The hole's there. The hole's there for a big gain. Watch. Boom, boom. Right there. See that hole in the crease?
Let's see.
If he cuts it right inside right now, see the hole? See it right there? Right through the middle of the field?
Yeah, he could get up to 20 at least. Yeah, or maybe he could cut back all the way and get past 50.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If he takes this right here, and he's got to cut that back. Cut that back.
Run. Block there, yeah. It's true. You got what's his face coming around? Donald.
Donald's, yeah. But if he cuts that up, up when he needs to and gets up the field and runs like a running back instead of a wide back,
wide back.
He would. I think he can get through the second level and he's up to the safety.
I think so. I think you're right. Nice block there by Kittle too.
He bounces it too wide, misses the hole.
Yeah. Real quick, we got a comment from Gizmo Maltese saying, we're not Jimmy fans. We just have realistic expectations for rookie quarterbacks. Rookies rarely play as well as mediocre starters, e.g. Jimmy their first year. I hope Lance is an exception.
Well, the good thing about that is Lance won't be a rookie next year.
Yeah, another thing, I just felt like, usually rookies don't succeed, but I feel like usually rookies don't get to play on teams like the Niners. And this rookie didn't get to either. But in his second start, he looked pretty good. It was just the Texans, but I just feel like most quarterbacks are going to look good on this team. That's the way I don't think that much of Jimmy. Jimmy looks good on this team most of the time because it's a hell of a team. What does it not have? It's a pretty good team. That's all I'm saying.
It's a pretty good team, and Lance is a decent quarterback, and he got a chance.
He'll be a top 5 quarterback in the league, but he's definitely set up for success, just like Jimmy is, just like Mullen.
No, he's definitely, I think, set up to come in and succeed.
Unless the whole team gets hurt like it did a couple years ago, but didn't happen this year.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Toss split belly, like this play. Again to Deebo.
Yeah.
Usually he's supposed to cut it back, right? But he's got 91 in his face, 51 in his face, runs over him. Jesus.
Just again another example of just the safeties being in the way. It's a really nice run on his part though.
Yeah.
3rd and 5. This could be a nice little completion here to
Ayuk.
Very similar to what they did earlier in the game.
Yep.
Very similar route to when they were kind of trying to get themselves rolling.
Ayuk is such a good 3rd down receiver, as opposed to Deebo. Nothing against Deebo, but even if it's tight coverage, Ayuk has those long arms. He makes good contested catches. Jennings too. Mm-hmm. Deebo's great, but like he drops the ball. He's got short arms. I just trust Ayuk on 3rd down like this. Boom. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. We've talked about this. If Ayuk has the best hands on the team.
Yeah, he's good.
Deebo's the best guy after the catch.
Yes.
15 is really good as well. He's not.
It's gonna be interesting to see how he gets integrated next year. He's gonna get a lot of balls next year, I think.
Jennings?
15, yeah.
Yes.
He's good. He might get 45, 50 targets next year.
Is this the play here where 75 and 60 run into each other?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, no. So who messed that up? Definitely 75.
Yeah, 75 went the wrong way.
He just blocked Daniel Brunskill. Oh, no. This team's tired, man. I'm sorry. That's a team that's exhausted, mentally exhausted. It's a lot.
It's rough. It's a rough.
Here we are. So we're still 3rd quarter, up 3, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, 2nd and 11, and they're gonna pick up a 1st down here on a little screen to the left to Deebo.
Always a good call.
Yeah,
always a good call.
With all that pressure they're giving them, it's something they probably should have run about 20 times because
I agree.
It's all there. You've got 7-8 guys inside of this little box, which means you don't have very many out there. It's a situation where they run their sweeps so much, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen the 49ers where they try to run, where they run jet sweeps. And one of the things with running like jet sweeps, if you're in high school level or even throughout, is that you're just trying to get guys tired out and get them running, right? Just throw it out there, make him catch the ball and make him make tackles. And Deebo Samuel should be able to, should have had 5 or 6 of these in the game. Not
because one of them went for a touchdown. What if he had 6 or 7? God, I had 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got to give the guy some at bats, give him some ABs to use a baseball metaphor. Got to give him some ops.
It's the one thing that when you go back and we get to the 4th quarter that's
why are you calling anything but that?
They had the time to be patient and work their way down the field, and they weren't.
Yes.
That's how Kyle Shanahan is.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so here you hand off again into this brick wall, just for the sake of ball security.
Yeah, there's just nobody there.
No one there.
Look at that. There's just nowhere to go. They're winning into the line of scrimmage all across the board. They're look at 94's playing on their sideline scrimmage. Look at George Kittle just gets beat here.
Yeah, he does. But that's a tough. It's a tough
block.
Way bigger than him.
It's a tough block in that he's got to step down, but he's got to win that block.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick, Jacob Mayhew says, "What's up, Grant and Jack? Glad I can catch the film review. FYI, Grant, I'm making the shirt as we speak. Can I get a shirt size so I can send one your way? Play the kid. Sure. I'm an adult large. That'd be great. I want to make some money off that, man. That's great. I love that. All right. Keep going. Let's go.
Where are we?
Let's see. We are at 2nd and 10, 4:02, 3rd quarter.
Yep. He's going to go to Deebo here.
Okay. Deebo doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
Yep.
Did you see that? Like, what? Does he call timeout here?
It looks like he's trying to.
Yeah. So now he calls his own plays and he calls timeout. Doesn't really know the route.
And then he's open. He just misses them.
That's so funny. He's like, all right, I'll just run to the area. Okay. It's hard to blame Jimmy when Deebo Samuel clearly has no idea what the play is.
And then he's got him open and he just misses him.
Yeah, whoa.
Look at that.
He's right in front of you. Looks bad from this angle. How do you miss that? Where do you think he's going? Okay. Well, sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, George says, can honestly see that Trent Williams was not himself. That ankle was bothering him. Deebo did not have his explosion. Everybody was tired. The team needed Jimmy. He didn't show up. I'm glad he's gone. That took a turn. I do think everyone was tired. I think it was inevitable to see it coming. I'm surprised it took this long.
I think that they were tired, but I think that at the same time, I don't think that Deebo lacked his explosion. He had the explosion. They just didn't give him the ball enough.
This was not a real Shanahan unstoppable offense. I think our O-line held us back. We had to keep Kittle in the block. We had to run more. O-line lost us this game only 50 yards rushing. What do you think?
Thank you. I understand where he's coming from. I disagree when you look at the balls that were missed by Garoppolo. But I think there was, you go back to the first throw of the game. It needed to be complete. That's a big play that's missed. The no throw to Brandon Ayuk. Those are big plays.
Yeah. Also, the one that you pointed out, Jennings open deep when he forced the ball to Ayuk underneath. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this is a really nice catch from Jennings.
Great by Jennings. I was so impressed by this play. Like, you catch the ball. I mean, it's a nice throw, sure, but like you catch the ball 2-3 yards away from the first down marker. You get hit, knocked backwards, spin around, guy in your face, spin around again. I love that. I love this guy.
Yeah, he does a great job of finishing that playoff.
So he's like a tight end with the ball in his hands a little bit. Although he's skinnier, but he's just so physical. He's got a little tight end to him.
Yeah, that's a heck of a catch because that's definitely behind him. You can see it's wide open, and he's a little late because he's looking to the left side. By the time he comes back, he's just a tick late, and the ball's behind him.
Yep,
it's a really nice catch.
Oh, it's great play.
Nice. He's really turned into a nice receiver.
He has. He's way better than Sanu, who Kyle Shanahan freaking loves.
Yeah, he's at
this stage of Sanu's career
for sure. And then here, I mean, there's just I don't know why you're running this play. Yeah, Tom Compton, but I don't know why you're running the look where he's running the ball though. They're running the split belly zone where they're trying to get him up into the middle, and look at where they're going.
Yeah, exactly. Still though, Tom.
Yeah.
If Mike McGlinchey did this, I would make 8 different blog posts about it. Poor Tom. The Niners can get a good right tackle. They had one, Trent Brown. Man, never happened to that guy. Anyway.
I think he won a couple Super Bowls.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Oh, well. Maybe next time.
And then this is the touchdown to Kittle, and he's got him open for a little bit. Takes him a little while to see it. It finally comes out, and really nice. Yeah, really nice throw. Good placement. Good catch by Kittle.
Yeah.
At this point of the game, you're thinking it's over. 17. You're up by 10 points, and you're winding down the. It's going to be late in the third quarter. There's about 20 minutes left to go in the game at this point, and you're up by 10, and you're feeling really good about things.
Yeah. Yeah. You're thinking, Kyle Shanahan, 10-point lead, fourth quarter. He's got this.
Right. And then next time, and then the Rams go right down the field. You get the touchdown to open up the fourth quarter. And then you're still in a good position, though, right here, right? Because you're up 3. You've got the ball. You don't get a really good kick return here by Deebo, so you're pinned back. But you get a really nice play from Garoppolo here to start this drive. He does a really nice job of buying a little bit of time and getting this ball out to the 25 for a gain of 21.
Yeah. Again, throwing to Mitchell, who I think should get thrown to more. He's really, I think, a good receiver. Anyway, I wanted to just point out that Trent Williams is getting moved. Whoa. That right foot, he can't put any real weight on it. He can't anchor down.
And that was one of the things that I talked about on Friday or during my pregame thing was people were at one point I was talking about it because it's almost like, you're glad that this guy's playing, but is it better to have an injured Trent Williams on the field than a fully healthy Colton McKivitz?
You'd think so, but like if it's a high ankle sprain, I think I'd take Colton McKivitz.
Right. Well, and as you watch this game, that's kind of the feeling that I get too, is that he's almost more of a liability than he was a help, and that's just a poor throw by Garoppolo.
Yeah, this one was. I had to actually rewind this twice during it. Like how? What? How?
Yeah, he just skips it to him.
Did you try to bring it back? Like what? Anyway, okay.
He's just trying to get the ball out too fast and throws it.
Was there a potential there for okay.
I mean, it's going to be a short game because I don't know. I don't see him doing a whole lot in the one-on-one situation there. But then they come back, and this is a nice play from. I think you got Deebo Samuel out of the backfield. This is what they did last week against. Very similar to what they did last week against Green Bay. Nice 12-yard gain, gets you out to midfield. You know, you're burning clock. There's about 11 minutes to go in the game now.
Yes.
And then this is, if you just pause it really quick, because this sets up, this is the turning point of the game. Is this next series of plays? We're going to see 3 offensive plays, and this is where it turns. You've got the ball just on your side of the field, 1st and 10, and they're going to run up the middle. And this is the run they ran earlier to Deebo where he picked up 9. This time they're going to run it to. They're going to run it with Mitchell, and they're going to pick up 9. Really nice block they do a really good job on the play side, and Kittle does a good job of coming around and getting up to Weddle. One of the things as you watch Kittle as he comes, he fakes like he's going inside and then comes back to Weddle because he keeps his eyes inside and then boom. Yeah. That's really, really nice. 25 does a really good job getting upfield, and you get 9 yards on first down. And like Shanahan said today, you get this play, and now they're going to come back with on the same play, right? He's like, okay, well, like he talked about today, I think Jake asked him the question, and he says, well, it was a good play on first down. I ran the same play. The next play, we just flipped it. But it's the same run, but you're asking guys to do different things. And instead on this one, you're asking, instead of it being Kittle that's going to get to Weddle, it's going to be 1581. Look at where they're lined up. And there's no way that Sherfield's going to get to Weddle going around 54.
That's impossible.
He needs to go underneath that. And it's almost like there's just no way that he's going to get there. It is the same. It's the same run. It's exactly the same run, except for 81 can't get there because of the way that they're lined up.
Let's go back to the last one.
It's it's on a different formation, but hold on, but again, 44 is going to block out. You bring the guy up inside to get the right. Yeah.
So what they do is they bring him between the guard and the tackle. Let's see what they do here. And he's too far away. He's too far away. He can't insert.
Yes, he's too far. He's not able to get down. There's no way that he's going to get around 54. He needs to be. It's either an alignment issue on 81's part, or it's a play design issue.
Play,
yeah, one of those two things. I just thank you, Ryan.
Thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and I just don't like that. And then on this one here, I've heard a lot of people talk about this one, and they're going to bring Williams in motion, which okay, I understand everything about what they're doing here, but the Rams don't the Rams don't react to it, and 60 just gets beat. Watch 60 get beat by 91, and 91 makes the tackle.
Yeah,
I mean, the thought of this play call right here is, if you remember in Green Bay, they ran a similar play to this in Green Bay with Juszczyk, and he picks up 14 yards. Right?
Yeah.
This week they come back to that same run, but they throw in the wrinkle of Williams going in motion. They think they're going to get some movement because of the motion from him. The Rams don't even look at him, and then 60 just gets beat.
Real quick, I just noticed though, we're at 2nd and 1. So first down, these 3 plays. So first down, Deebo's on the field. He's on the top of the screen, right? That's Deebo. He doesn't get the ball.
No.
Deebo's up top. He doesn't get the ball, you get 9 yards. Well, I just want to watch. Does anything happen to him here? No. Okay, next play, not on the field.
Yep. No.
Why? Why is Sherfield on the field? It should be Deebo. Or so anyway, I don't understand that. I don't get that. And then on 3rd and 2, where the hell is Deebo? What is that? It's your best as the MVP of the league. What are you doing? It's like not having Steph Curry on the court for crucial sequence in the 4th quarter. What are you doing?
No, they took Deebo Samuel out and put Trent Williams in. In this position.
It, yo.
No, it was.
Job is to put Deebo in the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the thought process that he went through. I don't like the play call because it's a little too cute for me in that situation. The second down play call, I understand. Again, I understand his thought process in that we just ran for 9. We're going to come back and run the same thing the other way, but you're doing it out of a different formation. You're doing it out of a lot of different things.
And you need Sherfield to make a key block here. And who the hell is Trent Sherfield? You haven't used him all year. Now you need him to make a key block in the 4th quarter.
In this situation right here, Grant, it's 2nd and 1. You just need to get a first down and keep the clock rolling.
Yes.
Run
Honestly.
the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, something, whatever. Yes.
Just run
yes. Yes.
Because you've been so good at it all year long, and they just kind of they went away from it in the second. They went away from it the last 2 weeks. And if you just run a quarterback sneak, you get a first down. You're probably going to pick up 3 yards.
I agree.
And you're still rolling. You don't have to worry about Sherfield making a mistake. You don't have to worry about any of these guys making a mistake. Just let your big boys push and let your quarterback fall forward and get a first down for you.
I totally agree. That's the right call here. I just want to notice we're subtopic here. We're watching their non-usage of Deebo in the fourth quarter because that's amazing too. And just wanted to point out this crucial sequence, like he's not even on the field, back-to-back plays. I don't think he's hurt. Very strange. Very strange. Can't happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't watch Bill Walsh, but I would imagine that I wouldn't find sequences in the fourth quarter of big games where Jerry's just not on the field. I'm guessing.
Yeah, and there's no reason for I don't understand if there's a reason for
conditioning is phenomenal. Yeah. What are you doing here? Okay, so this is just you try to get hold on. What are we doing here? Fourth down?
Yeah.
But third down. Sorry. Okay.
Well, we showed the third down. That was the handoff to
and they just do the thing and all right. First down. Okay. So now it's time.
And then you have that whole defensive sequence
where Washington drops the interception.
Yep. And then you come here, and this one is open, or at least it felt like it was open.
Ayuk,
yeah, he's got Ayuk. He's got Ayuk, and he's just locked in on Kittle, so he's holding on the ball too long, and he gets hit. I don't know. We have to watch this one from the behind to see his head, but I think he's throwing the ball here to Kittle by the time he gets it out of his hands, and he's getting hit as he throws.
It's like it looks. Let's see it. Okay, so he gets the ball and looks at.
It looks like he's looking. Looks like he's looking right to where this ball should be coming out behind, right over the shoulder of 50 to the left side of it.
He's looking at Ayuk, right?
That's what it looks like. And then it's almost like he feels pressure and he just decides he's going to, he comes off of it.
Right. He sees Tomlinson get beat and immediately says, okay, where's Kittle? Where's Kittle? That's Aaron Donald. Fair enough. He gets hit.
Yeah, and he gets hit as he's throwing.
And we can't see where Ayuk is, but let's look at it again.
He's wide open.
He's wide open if he throws the ball now.
Just right now. I mean, it's there. It's tough.
It's tough, but I'm with you on that. Yeah.
And then after that, and then after that they just get beat. I mean, they're just being pressured everywhere. I don't understand.
Good time to throw a screen to Deebo. Oh, that's the delay of game. That's another one, Kyle. How do you not call one of your 3 timeouts here? How do you take a delay game penalty on your own 25? Why? I don't get that. I'm sorry. Is that the right play there? I should have asked. But I wasn't there at COVID. I don't know. How do you – oh, well, 2nd and 15. Now you're a hole. That's a no good.
That Deebo's in the backfield here.
Kind of open too. But you throw the ball away. What happened? Oh my God! This play. Oh my God! This.
Yeah, it just. I mean, you watch it right.
Kittle or you take your pick. Jennings.
And he wants to throw the dig route to Ayuk, but he gets the pressure and he pulls the ball down. And now he starts running, and he's got Ayuk. Look at Ayuk just wide open all the way, until he finally decides to throw it.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Somebody, I think, if you go back to this one, go back to the wide angle.
Yeah.
Because I've heard people also talk about Jennings being open, and he is. Yeah. Jennings sees him motion, and he takes off up the field, which doesn't matter. It would have been it wouldn't count anyway.
Right.
Jennings. I didn't see it until right now, but he steps out of bounds. So it doesn't matter.
Bounds. Good point. Set that about. You're definitely out of bounds.
Yeah.
To me, dude, throw the ball to Deebo, man. He's the best player on the team. He's not getting the ball in the fourth quarter. Can you let him do something special like he's done all year, please? I mean, I know there's people in front of him, but you never know what's going to happen when Deebo gets the ball. I'll take my chances with getting Deebo the ball. That would be my play call if I was Kyle. Give the ball to Deebo. Break.
He's got 11 open up there if he just throws it. Tomlinson gets driven back into his lap. Ball needs to come out.
Just throw a quick pass to freaking Deebo. Just throw. Every freaking play in the fourth quarter should be screen, Texas route, screen, handoff.
But go back to it though, and we're gonna. This ball needs to be out right now. Yeah. Right now. Right, throw the ball.
Throw the ball.
Watch,
You could throw the ball to Ayuk right here. Look at
yes,
Ayuk. You can see him. You can see him right there.
Ayuk is coming open, and he's there. But instead,
Throw the
Garoppolo
damn ball.
is yeah. And I know we're watching in super slow motion, but even if you watch it in fast motion, it's still there.
Oh, that's really, really quite frightening. Okay, 3rd and 15. Real quick, pause. Ryan Blocker says, if this is the 3rd down, almost picked to Ramsey. Look at Zetting so open down the field to Rodgers through Aaron Jones and Green Bay. Yes, but he went out of bounds, which is interesting.
It would have been illegal touching if he had
really just throw the ball to Ayuk on time, please.
Yeah, and then you got 3rd and 15, and nothing says win this game more than on 3rd and 15 throwing the ball to
that's where you want the ball going.
Benjamin.
Now Jennings is open, but he can't get the ball to him because he's facing the other direction.
Yeah, sprint the other way.
Yeah, sprint the other way. So wow.
But again, Brunskill, we've everything about.
Oh man!
I mean,
what the hell is that? Game on the line. You do this. Oh my God, 60.
Well, that's a good point. I didn't even look at it. He's not even moving.
No.
Oh my God, look at this.
Game on the line. You do this shit. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, that's terrible. That's freaking awful.
Oh my gosh.
One more time. What happened? Did 50 just snap the ball before anyone knew? Or 66?
No, everybody. Well, 75 and 71 and 50 knew what was going on. 66 knew what was going on. 44 didn't. 85 didn't.
What? That's weird. Not even Jimmy's fault on that one. Damn.
No, I think when we watch this, I don't know. When I watched this game live, I didn't feel like it was Garoppolo's fault on these last 2 series. I know people want to rip him for these incompletions and the interception, but he's running around because there's an offensive line just awful. And again, going back to what we talked about earlier, what I said to you, they had plenty of time. There was no reason to be doing anything other than taking the easy throws.
Yeah.
To Deebo or what have you. He tries to do it here. 91 does it again. 91 wrecked this game for the 49ers.
He did.
In a lot of ways.
He did.
He had, he knocks down the 3rd down play. He gets the play there. Again, the 3rd down play earlier to Kittle, he tipped, right? He gets up the field there on the previous 3rd down. Now he knocks this ball down. He just had a heck of a game.
The same thing happened in the Super Bowl, though, Jack. I mean, Jimmy stunk in the Super Bowl, but so did the offensive line, right? I mean, Person, Garland, they were awful. Were they not?
Yeah, no, they were.
And we don't talk about that anymore because they're not quarterbacks, but they definitely shared in the blame in the Super Bowl. And watching the film right now definitely reminds me. I mean, the offensive line has been really bad. Jimmy's been running for his life. He made the one play worse throwing it to Ramsey. But the one play where half the line didn't know the ball had been snapped, that's amazing. Yeah. I didn't notice that live. Did not notice that live. Wow.
Yeah, and then it happens again here. They're gonna get.
It's a home game for you guys. What's the excuse? Okay, what we got? You check it down. Deebo's kind of open. Is Ramsey's there? What do you think?
The throw here. The throw here should have been down here to George Kittle.
To Kittle. Yeah, I feel that. I agree.
I don't think his feet were ever set up to go there. Yeah,
that's an easier gain than the one to Deebo with Ramsey.
Yeah, he's wide open. Yeah, he's 4 yards behind a line of scrimmage too, but I think he's got more room up the field once he catches it. Go back to the start of the play and let's see if he even works the right side at all.
Exactly. That's how I wanted to look. Yeah. Let's see. No. Quickly looks at Hasty, I want to say.
Yeah, I think he's looking at Hasty right there. He's looking at the middle. He looks to Hasty right there, and then, he's just all over.
Yeah, he didn't see Kittle. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's a loss. Or that's a, loss. Loss of 3.
Yeah, and this is the interception. They're going to get pressure on him pretty quick.
Brunskill again?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, I guess to me it's a bad decision to do this. At least give yourself a chance on fourth and a million. I know you're trying to get rid of the ball, but dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because even if he catches the ball right there, it's a non.
Do that
it's
on
a
fourth
negative.
down. Do that on
It's a
fourth down. Yeah, not
yeah.
on third down. But hold on, let's watch the offensive line first because they got this happens with the 60, dude. Well, all of them. Hold on. 75? No, 71.
60, 71.
71. He shouldn't have been playing this game, Jack. He should not have been playing this game, Jack. 71.
There was a reason that he didn't practice all week.
I didn't notice this, and I just assumed that he plays well. Damn, he should have been playing this game. That was a bad decision. Should have been Colton. I mean, I respect Trent Williams for trying, but it's not his decision. It's Kyle. Wow, look at Trent Williams. Should have been playing one leg. Wow.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you on what you just said right there. I respect him trying to gut it out and play, and that's why. Yeah. I mean, you were in a win or go home game in week 18, and you sat the guy. There's no difference between that game and this one.
I agree.
And you
this
just
is
need
a more
to take
serious injury. I think it's his leg.
You need
tibia or whatever.
Who's the boss, right? I mean, you got to make the decision that works best for your team.
That was very interesting. Jimmy, I mean, what stuck out to me live was the interception and the one that bounced off Ramsey. And those are bad decisions, but they were on the heels of some horrendous pass protection that I didn't register live. And it's interesting to see, one, that they didn't all know the snap had happened, and two, Trent Williams really should have been playing. That was illuminating. Wow.
Yeah. For me, it was the first play of the game, the first throw of the game that he misses down the field. And the throw down the middle that he doesn't take to Ayuk. I didn't see the one to Jennings as early, but I see it here on the film. But those other two were plays that I missed. And I watched the game from the end zone in a different view, like right down the middle of the field. And so I had a really good view of everything I felt from where I was sitting. The view that I had of the game was very similar to what we looked at right now, that end zone view they show from the camera.
Yeah.
And that's why I stood there, because I wanted to be able to see what was happening. Wow. And it was a really good view of it. And the only thing that I can say is that he didn't play well, but he didn't play as bad as I think some people are saying. I think if you look at the first half, it was 8 of 12. They have the lead. Second half, they're 8 of 12. They have a 4-point lead. Yeah. One thing that I don't like that I've heard be said is that Shanahan played scared at the end of the game and took the ball out of his hands because he was afraid of what Garoppolo was going to do. I don't agree with that at all, because they open up the drive after LA scores to pull it within 3 with 3 straight throws. Mm-hmm. They get a big run on first down. And then the next 2 runs aren't because of Garoppolo, and he said that today.
What I didn't like about this, the reason I gave Garoppolo a D for this game, I know QBR gave him a very good grade. It was like a 70 or something. And I understand. To me, I was grading him for his fourth quarter. Like, that's like, this is the season on the line, 10-point lead. I'm grading you for choking, is what I'm saying. Yeah. And watching it again, I mean, there was to me that the throw to Ramsey, that's
not bad.
That's choking. The flip is choking, just like messing up the shift in Dallas. But it wasn't all him, for sure. It was very much the offense, and it's Kyle. It's Kyle who choked, because the fact that Deebo Samuel got 1 touch in the fourth quarter is essentially on Kyle. And what you pointed out before the fourth quarter, okay, your offensive line is falling apart. Every single play could be a tunnel screen to Deebo outside. Why are you even messing with that? And that's on him. So I'm with you on that, dude. They didn't have to have those sequence of plays.
Right. Especially the second to last possession, right? That one, you still have like 2 minutes to go in the game. Take your time. Settle down. You don't have to make big plays.
Don't take a delay of game penalty.
Right.
Well, think screen. Think of Deebo.
Think back. Think through this season and think back to week 2 in Philly. Your offense is struggling. You are not protecting the quarterback. And you go 90 yards for a touchdown at the end of the first half, running screen plays to set up before you hit the big throw. Yep. And they had it open for him to do it. And this is what Kyle Shanahan does, though.
Yes.
He did it in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And I know people are going to say he made the right choice to throw instead of run at the end of that Super Bowl, but they're wrong.
Right. Wrong.
He did the same thing in the Super Bowl with the 49ers, and with that he's throwing the ball instead of running. He did it here. In this game, he had plenty of time to take some.
Right, because hold on real quick. That second to last drive when they go
3 and out.
It's pass, right?
Yeah, after they get shut down, right? They throw the ball, they get out to midfield on the third to last possession, and then he runs 3 straight times, takes the ball to Garoppolo's hands, and they punt it away.
Mhm.
You should have the pick, and then everything kind of falls apart. And now you've got the ball and you're tied, and he just is like, it turns into a game we don't want. Well, it turns into a game you don't want because you let it turn into a game you don't want by the plays you're calling.
Yeah.
There was no reason to be going down the field at that point. You had throw the screens, and you've been successful with it multiple times in the game, and you don't even go to it. You don't even give the ball. You don't even give Deebo Samuel a chance on that type of a play.
Thank you. He bailed you out in Chicago. I was there. Your season was going down the tubes. It was 3rd and a mile. You're like, I don't know, let's just, instead of taking a knee, instead of just handing off to JaMychal Hasty and capitulating, why don't we just throw a screen at Deebo and see what happens? 80 yards later, you're back in business, and now you're going to the NFC Championship game, and you can't let Deebo finish off the job? Who knows? That's why he was crying, man. And I felt for him because it felt like he could have done it. He could have dragged this team one more game further, and the Niners didn't give him the opportunity. Wow, all the work he did for naught. That's rough, man. That's so rough.
Yeah, no, he was,
and that's why I feel like it was such a bitter season. And when I sat there listening to the players and coaches say how successful it was, I wanted to puke. It was successful to a degree, but it could have been more successful. And the reason it wasn't was because of a bad decision by Kyle, and that makes me actually heartbroken for. That's a little strong, but you know what I mean. For Deebo, like the people who did enough to make this a Super Bowl team have to look at Kyle and be like.
Yeah, I go back and forth. I understand your direction, and I agree with it.
I'm not talking about Lance. I'm talking about Deebo in the fourth.
No, I agree and disagree with you both. I mean, you know, I see the direction you're going. I think that again, the decision making at the end of the third possession there toward the end when they run the ball those 3 times, the second and third down runs are the ones that really bite them. They come back to them, and those are mistakes that don't happen if your safety just catches the ball.
That is true. But that game wasn't over. I mean, even if the Niners, if Tart gets the ball and they get the ball at midfield, you don't know what the offense is going to do.
Sure. My comment right there isn't meant to absolve Shanahan or blame it on Tart because.
But you're right. It's factual. The whole game would have been way different.
If he catches that ball, the Rams lose probably 2.5 or 3 minutes of game clock just if the 49ers go 3 and out. And then they're going to get stuck back deep again, and they're still having to score twice. It just completely changes the complexion of the game. Plus, it puts the momentum on the 49ers side. When you throw in the stop on second and third down, plus the drop, plus what happens after that on the next play, those 4 plays right there, momentum completely shifts to the Rams.
But the point I want to make is, yes, Tart could have taken the game away from Kyle and made it not about him and his nerves under pressure. But it's disconcerting that even when Kyle's at his best, when he's got a hell of a team, when he's got Deebo or Kittle in his prime, that he still finds a way to be his own worst enemy at the crucial moment. I mean, that's what's troubling, I think, because Kyle in one game or one season will show all the reasons to believe in him and all the reasons to doubt him. Like it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying fire or get rid of Kyle, but at the same time, I'm thinking there's something about him that makes me wonder if he'll ever win a championship, I guess. Even though he's a high level. Is he a high level loser? Is that what he like in a different way? I don't know. Maybe he's like Andy Reid. Just he'll take him a while to figure it out.
It could be, and I said, there's definitely, like, again, there's definitely a lot of blame that can be placed in this game, and you have Kyle Shanahan, so you have the X's and O's on Kyle Shanahan, and you have the inability to execute some plays on the players. It's a 50-50 split, but for me, I want to see. I just don't like the ball not going to Deebo Samuel.
Yeah,
or just doing anything easy. He didn't give his offense anything easy.
And so you're like, the offensive line ruined the game. Like, well, that's what happens if you ask those people to block those people. Like, yes, I agree. Yeah, but the way I look at it is like, let's say the Warriors lost the NBA championship, game 7, and they're up 20 at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they lose. Mm-hmm. And you could blame the players, you could blame the coach. Hard to say. Steph Curry only got 1 shot in the fourth quarter. Well, the coach is getting fired. I'm sorry. It's his job to find a way to get Steph Curry more than one shot in the fourth quarter. If you can't do it, some other coach can find a way to do it. That's your job. And I'm not saying fire Kyle, but like that is your job to make sure that Deebo Samuel gets some touches with the season on the line, man. You did it all year. You did it all year. And you did it in Green Bay. The week before, 3rd and 7, you did it, man. I mean, what happened?
To go six plays there at the end of the game, the last two series, and not have the ball get into Deebo Samuel's hands is given everything, given how you got 11 wins in the last 13 games, whatever the number was, right? It is crazy.
It is crazy. EMA Beat says UC Juszczyk was asked if he thought Trey was ready to lead the team. His answer: I'm excited to see what he does in the offseason. Translated, not really, but hopefully he improves. Concerning, I mean, give Juszczyk credit. He's extremely loyal to Jimmy Garoppolo. It must be tough for Juszczyk. Also, maybe he feels like this kid has to prove himself and whatever he's done. Also, another thing, him on scout team, the first team offenses are watching that. So I don't know how much they even saw Trey Lance this year in practice.
Yeah, I would say I don't think I would say that he's saying not really. You know, I would say that he needs to go out and he needs to improve his game. There's some things he needs to improve on, and if he does that, he can come back and lead him.
He's unproven. I mean, they never gave him a chance to compete. It was all Jimmy this year. This year, they're going to give, I would imagine, Trey the full offseason with the first team offense, and he's going to have to prove himself every step of the way. Mini camp, OTAs, training camp, and I think that's what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. I was at the game, and for a game where it was 50-50 split between the fans at worst, it was much louder when the Niners were on offense, probably pumping in noise.
Yeah, it was loud throughout both ways. Plus, that announcer for the Rams is absolutely annoying.
What does he sound like?
He screams the whole game.
Ugh. How'd you get home? How'd you get out of SoFi?
What do you mean?
I had to walk out of Inglewood. I walked a mile out of town, and then I got a taxi, and he basically asked, "How much is your life worth to you?" And I had $40. How'd you get out? Swear to God, that really happened.
Well, I had the parking. Yeah, I had my car. Yeah.
Did it take a while to get out, or did you stay a while right?
No, I was riding everything. So by the time I got out, it was empty.
Because I try to get out right after the press conferences, go back and do my work from the hotel, and that was a mistake in Inglewood. It was just a parking lot, the whole city. And anyway, Jack, this was a lot of fun. Let's find another time this week to do the defense because that'll be interesting too.
Yeah, we can.
I want to see what happened there.
Yeah, let's do it because it would be. It's very interesting. I know people want to see the defensive stuff, especially this week, but they've been talking about it anyway. So, all
right, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate you guys having the stomach for this. I know it wasn't easy. We'll be back next week, later this week, for some more gut wrenching film. Look forward to it.